Hey, this is John Reinhardt, and welcome to my market update. This is January 28th, 2022. I will discuss briefly how 2021 went, and I will discuss also what's going to happen in 2022. We'll see how the buyer demand is going to be, what's going to happen with the interest rates, how the inventory is, and how that will affect you. If you're thinking of selling or thinking of buying, is now a good time? Stay tuned. So here we are with the 2022 market report and our forecast for what do we think is going to happen. You can see I'm wearing a blue ribbon. It's not a blue bow tie. And today it's a sad day in New York. We're burying one of our own police officers. There were two of them that got murdered already this year, and it's really disgusting. And it's sad. And I have a lot of friends that are police officers, and I so appreciate what they do every day. And to see some people come in and just do this, it's just a very sad day for all of us in New York. So in honor of that, I just wanted to bring their attention and thank them for their service, and hearts go out to their families today, especially. So what's happening in the real estate market? Let's talk about that for a second. So this is the latest report, infographic from the National Association of Realtors, and they are telling us how sales are. 6.18 million. That's a lot. I mean, there are a lot of sales happening, and it is higher than typical. But if you look at it month over month, it's down 4.6%, and year over year, it's down 7.1%. But that doesn't mean that the market really is coming to a crawl or halt or anything, not at all. As a matter of fact, the reason that it's like that is because inventory is just so horrible these days. We have 1.8 months of inventory. Last year in December, we had 1.9 months of inventory, but that's just not enough inventory. We need a lot more than that to satisfy the demand and the need that the market is presenting us. So that kind of slows down sales a little bit, and that could be one of the reasons, but there are more than one factors that we have to understand today. I'm going to bring them to your attention. You make your own conclusion. I'll tell you what I think as we go forward. But the good thing about this whole thing is if you do have a home now and you own a home and you're looking to sell, your prices and your value has gone up. The average sales price is $358,000 in the United States. I'll go over the ones in each area when we speak, and it's 15% higher though. 15.8% higher than it was last year. So all across the country, people are now enjoying an increased value in their home. And that affects a lot of different things, from the number of foreclosures, from the equity they have in their home. We'll go into that in some of the future slides. But it is an interesting mix of things, and it's an interesting scenario that we're in. And we need to know all the facts to help you to determine if it's a good time to buy for you, good time to sell. So first of all, I want to talk about last year. It was great. Last year, I've helped a lot of friends buy and sell homes in Bergen Beach, Marine Park, Belle Harbor, Neponset, Bay Ridge, Sheepshead Bay, Coney Island, Park Slope, and more. My price ranges were 187 to 2.2 townhouse in Park Slope. So it's all over the place. And this year, I'm doing a couple of commercial things. I'm looking for pickleball courts, and I'm helping to refer lots of my friends down to Florida. And I'm really enjoying that new part of the business. So thank you for your business. I do appreciate that. It was a great, strong year, and this year's already starting off strong. Got a listing the other day, sold in one day, and I'll tell you, it's amazing how this market is. If you price things correctly, and it was certainly priced correctly, it was above the appraised value, certainly above the Zillow, which really doesn't mean that much anyway, but it was priced fairly, but what I did was really something interesting. I marketed it to my sphere of influence. I marketed it to my database. I have a database of thousands and thousands of potential buyers. And many of them have seen one of these other homes that I sold last year, and they couldn't buy it because you can only sell one home to one buyer. So I had a list of people pre-approved, ready, willing, and able to buy a home. So I knew it when I went into this house. I have one buyer particularly who lives around the corner and is going to love this house, and believe it or not, that was the exact buyer that did buy it in one day. Should you sell or buy in 2022? A lot of people are calling me up asking me, seeing me at different events and saying, hey John, what do you think I should do? Should I wait? Should I wait for the prices to come down? And if I'm selling, should I sell now? I think they're going to go up even more. So let's just talk about the facts, and we can make our own determinations. Demand is strong. Sure, it's still very strong. with that many homes being sold, it is so amazing. It's the largest number in 15 years. And so we got to know that the demand is still there. And there are lots of people are moving around. COVID affected us a tremendous way. And there are a lot of people that are saying, you know what, I don't need to be here in New York City anymore. Let me get out. Let me go where I want to be. And the equity that I spoke about, that the people now with their homes appreciating in value so much, gives them that extra money to take and put towards a home in another place where they want to be, almost head towards retirement and almost head towards just a different climate, a different lifestyle. So, the demand is very strong. People are moving all around the country. But then there are some other challenges. Interest rates are predicted to rise. And with that happening, does that now make demand less? It's supposed to. It should slow down. I predict it will slow down, but let's see how much it will slow down and how much inventory will change depending on all of these different factors. But supply is limited. It's a record low of supply since 1999. So it's been a long, long time since the number of homes put on the market has been this low. So will the rates go up? Yes, they will. They are starting to go up. They will go up. They're predicted to go up. The feds are saying that they're going to go up, so we think they're going to go up. The experts around the country, I'm not the expert, but I do understand and listen to and pay attention to what the experts are saying. The experts are saying that the rates will go up between 3.5 to 4% this year. That's what their rates are going to be, right? You could have gotten something for 3% not too long ago. But this is what we're predicting, and that's going to affect the affordability of many people. So will that make fewer buyers go on the market willing to pay these top dollars and then some? I think so. I think it will. But right now, while the rates are still low, they didn't go up that much yet. Buyers are rushing out, which is causing a slight increased interest, a slight increase in demand in the marketplace because they want to get something before the rates go up. So if you're looking to buy, not a bad strategy. Go out there now and try to get something before the rates do go up. So interesting factor. So the inventory, let's just talk about that again. It's a very important point. Inventory is very low. It's down 16.7% in New York. And it's down 48.1% in Florida. Wow. So it's down tremendously because everything is selling there. So I have a Sunshine Johnny report. If you follow me, you'll follow me on Sunshine Johnny as well. I'm going to be doing a great in-depth, deep dive into the Florida marketplace because in Florida, prices went up 19.3%. And 31.2% of those buyers are paying all cash. So it's a tough market. I know I've been making some offers down there myself, and it is a challenging market. Things are going in a day, and the prices are going up dramatically. But some areas are better than others. I'm going to also point out in my Sunshine Johnny report that Tampa, for instance, has 16% of all the sales in Florida. So the whole market is up, but some areas are really up, are really rocking it. So interesting thing to look at. But if you look at the country here, the national average, it's 26.8% lower inventory in the country. And so we're facing a challenge. There's definitely an inventory shortage. The lowest record, there's only 2.1 months of inventory of homes for sale. That's extremely low. And that's causing buyers, so many more buyers that want to buy, so many fewer homes that are available for sale, that there's an extreme demand and causing havoc in the marketplace right now. Let's talk about the selling demand. There's a pent-up selling demand right now out there, and I want to tell you why. There is an interesting thing. I think a lot of people are going to come out of the woodwork in the next year to sell their home. The home equity has gained so much. If you own a home right now, the average home in America has gained $57,000 in the last year. That's the average in the United States. In New York, the average person who owns a home gained $49,000 in equity in their home. That's tremendous. In Florida, it's even more. The average owner gained $64,000. And if you remember, the home prices in Florida were much less than New York. So percentage-wise, their percentage of increase is tremendous as well. But look at that number. So what does that do? That affects a lot of different things. So if you were being foreclosed and you owed the bank $25,000, now look at this. You have so much more equity in your home. You could make a wash. You can pay off the debt. You can now have money to buy something else or to rent somewhere else or to move on with your life. That's what's starting to happen. So I think there's going to be a pent-up demand of sellers that are going to say, wow, I can finally retire. I can finally pay off my debt. I can finally move on with my life. The average owner in the United States has $294,000 worth of equity. $294,000 worth of equity. That's enough to let them move on with their life. and a lot of people will. So I do think that there is a pent-up demand for selling demand in the United States, in New York, in Florida, wherever you're looking to sell, buy. I think there is a pent-up demand, and that's going to start opening the doors a little bit more as time goes on, as COVID clears away, and the world gets back to our new normal. So look forward to that happening, and so stay tuned. We'll see how that pans out. So if you're looking to sell, it's not a bad time to get your equity and move on with your life. Just move on with your life, man. We've learned a lot of lessons here during COVID, and life is short, and things happen, and I know what I'm doing. I'm moving on as well. I'm doing my own thing and doing what I want to do, and you have to live your life today. You just have to. Just don't wait for anything. And if you have all this equity, it really enables you to do what you want to do. So a lot of people are empty nesters now. They have a big house they're carrying. Get rid of it. You can rent something else in the same neighborhood. You can have room for the kids when they come over, but move on, get your second home, move somewhere else, and move on with your life. So it is time. I'm excited about that opportunity for so many people that this new market is giving them. So anyway, sum it up. Overall, do I think that 2022 will be another strong year for housing? Yes, I do. It's going to be a strong year for housing. Besides the motivation of people with the interest rates going up, coming out of the woodwork to buy now, I also think that the pent-up demand of sellers will start hitting the marketplace soon, and people are just going to start wanting to move and everything. So there are a lot of great reasons to sell today, and I think that the timing is really now if you're thinking of selling before the spring market. So this is now the new spring, because when the spring market hits, the people are waiting for the market. There'll be more homes on the market. There'll be there'll be more competition, and the prices may not be going up as much, or prices may be coming down a little bit. So I would very much be cautious of that. And if you're looking to sell, let me know. I'd love to advise you on your particular case to see if it makes sense for you. Again, thank you for listening to the Market Report. This is 2022. Let's have a great year. If I can help in any way, let me know. If it's just a phone call, just curious, let me know. I'll be happy to be there for you. Have a great day. Sunshine Johnny, John Reinhardt, signing out.